Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back, Art Adventures. It is day 9, and day nine's prompt word for Inktober is throw. So, my dilemma: Among Us characters don't have arms. So, that was a little difficult for me to figure out what I should do. Now, I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, oh, well, then maybe I guess I can do some sort of, um, I guess, thinking of like the old baseball games. You hit a home run, on a Sega or PlayStation or whatever it was that we played it on. I can't remember. But there used to be a ball that would scream if it was a home run. And it was really cool watching it. Sorry, I just hit the camera. It was fun to watch. But it ended up getting me a little away from the Among Us characters that I've been doing. So I decided not to do something like that. But I was going to put some sort of ball, like maybe a baseball or something, in and do like an Among Us character being like kind of almost riding it, but being pushed by it. So say the Among Us character being here, the ball hitting him, and then them flying together away from the screen or towards the screen. And then without the expression of the Among Us character's face, because there's a shield, a face shield, and not an actual expression. So then I had to kind of get away from that idea of the Among Us character. So what I came up with was smashing a ball into a Among Us character's face mask. And so I was going to do a baseball, and then I was like, well, then what kind of character am I going to be able to do as far as a baseball theme goes? And I was thinking, oh, I could do Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z, because Yamcha in Dragon Ball Super was this amazing baseball player, apparently. And when they held the baseball tournament, he was the team captain. He got to choose teams, stuff like that. So anyways, I was going to do Yamcha, and then I was like, it's kind of not really the most popular character, so probably stay away from Yamcha, which I ended up doing. I did not do Yamcha, and instead I was like, oh, as I'm over here looking for characters to draw. Wow, that was a loud bang. It's my lunch break, so you hear doors being slammed from the students. Anyways, so I got away from Yamcha and decided that I was going to go with a Pokeball. And instead of doing a Pokeball, because Pokeballs are kind of not too much detail, I decided to do a Great Ball, because it has just a little bit more detail, but not like a crazy amount, because I knew that the ball was going to be kind of small. So I didn't want to do like a huge ton of detail on the actual ball itself. So anyways, so I got my idea as a great ball being smashed into into Ash's face shield as an Among Us character. So I ended up getting that drawn out, and it is looking pretty cool. So kind of excited that I got to do something a little bit different than what I originally was going to go to, because like I said, throw isn't the best prompt word for an Among Us character that doesn't have arms. So, but yeah, I decided to go, I don't know if this would be technically Gen 2 or Gen 3 Ash with the hoodie instead of the polo that's opened. It is just it didn't look good I drew the polo at first. It didn't look good. I had to erase it all and start over pretty much. Not that I was like super into it yet, but the collar just, it just wasn't going to work the way that I was drawing the collar. And so I ended up scratching that. And then I did the Gen 2 or Gen 3, I don't know what it is, Ash Ketchum, which is the one with the hoodie, the first one with the hoodie. And on the pocket of the hoodie, he has like this half circle. And then on the hat's design is a little different as well. So, yeah, that's what I went with. Ash Ketchum, and as an Among Us character. And that's what I'm sticking to. There are certain ways I'm still trying to get the hang of using this pocket brush pen from Pentel. And I try to keep the video straight for you guys so you guys can see more or less what I'm doing. And I'm not like it's not an edited video, so I can't really move the paper as much. I did it with the last video of Bowser, but that was just, I had to with the Bowser. But I'm here trying to get this, detail done, and there's certain hand movements that I can't do yet with this pocket brush pen without moving the paper. So I'm like really shaky, and some of the lines are a little shaky, but it's all right. It is what it is. And then that is, I don't know if that's dark blue or black. I can't remember. I'm making this really, I guess I'll just make it thick, and then if it's dark blue, then I'll do the inside dark blue. I'm gonna do that with a fine liner because I don't want to mess that up. So yeah, I did, I've been kind of putting these backgrounds or, shapes to kind of break up the space and make the characters pop a little bit. I really like how I did the Bowser had the Nintendo controller. So I decided to do a Game Boy on this one. An old school Game Boy, and it looks pretty cool. It's not like the most detailed Game Boy because most of the detail is actually behind Ash. Like all the buttons are here. I got the D-pad over here, which is pretty cool, but and then the screen's behind his head. So I tried to do as much detail as I possibly could with it, and kind of left it at that. I'm pretty much done with my brush pen. I'm going to switch over to the fine liner so I don't mess up all this detail in the glass. I wanted to do the fine liner because I wanted to do that circle as well. And then these are such straight lines, stuff like that. I don't want to do it with the pocket brush pen. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna do at least the outline with the pocket brush pen. And then try to get some variation of line weight. If I don't end up liking this, I'll just go back over it with a thicker outline. This is kind of shaky already, but it is what it is. It's a pocket brush pen. I'm doing it, switching it over. I don't know how much ink is in these, but I know that they have little cartridges. So hopefully I don't run out of ink on this cartridge soon. I've been doing a lot of these. I don't know how long they actually last. All right, so got that done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the glass now. And the glass is extremely detailed. And I don't know what I am going to do as far as the inside. I don't know if I want to color that, if I want to make it black or what, but try to do this as realistic as possible. I was looking up ways to make shattered glass from like a ball going through, and this is pretty much the most, I guess, realistic one that I found that wasn't too animated. There were some that were just way too animated, and it didn't look good. So but and then some of them were just way too like spider webby, if that's a word. Spider webby. All right, so that's that. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and get this, fill that in because that didn't look good. All right. D-pad is done. And then the detail of the actual Game Boy itself, like the screen and stuff like that, kind of difficult to draw because everything's such straight lines. I didn't use a ruler. I didn't use anything because I wanted it to look more drawn than traced. And so, with that being said, might be a little off. Not sure. We'll figure that out as we go. And I hate when I get little tangents like that, but hey, it is what it is. I don't like when, if this is something that you're watching to learn little tricks and tips on what not to do, don't do that. The point of the hair landing on another line that goes parallel to it or perpendicular to it. In that case, not parallel. So yeah, don't do that. That's a mistake. And see, that point does not touch that. So looks much better on that side. I drew a Game Boy before. I'm gonna see if I could pull it up. I did a little doodle art. Never did a video for it. I was just kind of practicing because it was like one of my first ones that I've ever done. That's gonna wrap this up. I'll go pull up that doodle arts in my other sketchbook that's here. But I think that might be it right there. Bam. So I did this doodle art and I ended up doing a Mario themed Game Boy. And that was fun, that was cool. I'll color that one day and make it a video. But as far as that goes, there you go, guys. Day 9, and it is throw. Obviously, again, since Among Us characters don't have arms, I decided to do the Great Ball smashing into the face mask of Ash Ketchum as an Among Us character. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and color these in separate videos, and I'll post them at the end of the month. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.